Hi guys, welcome back to Perfect English with Tadela. Today we're going to learn about the question tag. It is very common in conversation English. Question tag is a shorthand form of question added to the end of the statement and made based on the verb and tense type. For example, Dina has got a point. Question tag ማለት ነው እንዴ አይደለም እንዴ ምንለው አይነት ንግግር ነው። Question tag የምንጠቀመው መቼ ነው? በምንናገርበት ወቅት ሐሳባችን በመናተትበት ወቅት የመናተተውን ሐሳብ አድማጩ ካላመነበት ወይ ምላሽ ካልሰጠን question tag እንመሰርትበታለን ማለት ነው። ይሄ ታግ question ወይም question tag መሰረተው ምንድነው? አድማጩ ሐሳባችን ካልተቀበለ ወይ ምላሽ ካልሰጠን ነው question tag መሰረተው። አሁን የሆነ ንግግር እያደረግን ሐሳባችን ተቀባይነት እንደሌለው ከገመትን ወይም ሪፕላይ የሚደረገው ኔጌቲቭ ኤክስፔክቴሽን ካለን በንግግራችን ውስጥ አይደለም እንዴ እንላለን። አይደለም እንዴ ማለት ነው እንዴ አይደለም እንዴ። ስለዚህ question tag አይደለም እንዴ ነው እንዴ የሚል ሐሳብ አለው ማለት በንግግር ውስጥ። question tag ማለት ምን ማለት እንግዲህ ከአተታዊ አረፍተ ነገራችን መጨረሻ ላይ የሚጨመር አጭር መጠይቃዊ አረፍተ ነገር ማለት ነው። አጭር መጠይቃዊ አረፍተ ነገር ማለት ቅድም እንዳልኳችሁ በንግግራችን ውስጥ ሐሳባችን የሚቀበል ካልመሰለን አድማጩ ወይም ደግሞ ቶሎ ምላሽ ካልሰጠን የምናወራውን ሐሳብ ተቀባይነት የሌለው ከመሰለን ወይም ደግሞ ሐሳቡን አድማጫችን ምላሽ ካልሰጠን አልተስማማንበትም ብለን ስለምናምን አይደለም እንዴ አይሆንም እንዴ ነው እንዴ ብለን ሐሳቡን እንመልሳለን ማለት ያ ነው question tag የሚባለው። ስለዚህ question tag በዚህ መልኩ ይመሰረታል። tag question ወይም question tag መሰረት ሁለት ነገር መሰረት አድርገን ነው። አንደኛ tense of the verb እና verb type ብለን ነው። tense of the verb ማለት ነው verbu infinitive ከሆነ question tag infinitive ይሆናል፣ past simple ከሆነ past simple ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ይሄ on tense type ይባላል። ሁለተኛው ደግሞ verb type ማለት verb auxiliary ከሆነ ራሱ auxiliary ይሆናል። ለምሳሌ verb of be ከሆነ verb of be ነው የሚሆነው፣ verb to have ከሆነ verb to have ነው የሚሆነው። ነገር ግን main verb ከሆነ በverb to do ወይም ደግሞ do does እና did በሚል ተከተን እንጠቀማለን ማለት ነው። ሁለት አይነት question tagዎች አሉ። positive question tag እና negative question tag ብለን እንከፍለው እንችላለን። ለምሳሌ በንግግራችን ውስጥ ጃኪ ጀርመናዊ ነው አይደለም እንዴ አድማጩ ጸጥ ካለ ማለት ነው። ጃኪ ጀርመናዊ አይደለም ነው እንዴ ያ ማለት አድማጫችን ተቃራኒውን ነው እኛ ምን ጠብቀው ማለት ነው። ሐተታችን አዎንታዊ ከሆነ አድማጫችን ምላሽ ካልሰጠን አሉታዊ ነው ማለት ነው question tagአችን። ሐተታችን አሉታዊ ከሆነ አድማጫችን ምላሽ ካልሰጠን አዎንታዊ ነው ማለት ነው። ከዚህ አንፃር question tagን በአዎንታዊና አሉታዊ ብለን እንከፍለው እንችላለን። Dina has got a point in this statement. If we keep quiet, I expect she has not got a point. What kind of verb did I use in the statement? It is an auxiliary verb of have. Based on the verb, tense, and type used in the statement. Dina አንድ ነጥብ አገኘሽ አላገኘሽም እንዴ? Made with infinitive. There are two types of question tags: positive question tag and a negative question tag. Okay, if the statement is positive, the question tag will be negative. For example, she's coming up. Isn't she? Okay. She's coming up. Isn't she? In this sentence, the statement is positive and the question tag is negative. So don't forget, the question tag is made based on the tense of the verb and the verb type. Okay, this is infinitive 1 and this is infinitive 1. But it is a positive verb of be and it is a negative verb of be. So this question tag is negative. It is a negative question tag because the statement is positive. Okay, some more examples. Here are different sentences with different verbs and tense forms. All the statements are positive, so we're going to form a negative question tag. Don't forget, question tag is always made based on the verb, tense, and type used in the statement. Okay, here are the verbs: can, is, had, can, reads, played. He's reading a book. Why do you keep silence? Isn't he? question. It is a question tag. It is a negative question tag. Infinitive, V1, V1, and positive, negative. Pronoun, and here again, pronoun. Always, a question tag is always formed before a pronoun, not a proper noun. She'd gone out. The verb in the statement is verb of be in the passive form. She'd gone out. Why do we keep silent? Hadn't she? Hadn't she? What about the next one? John can speak Spanish. Don't forget, can is an auxiliary verb. Which kind of auxiliary verb is it? It is a model auxiliary verb. So it talks about the ability that how he can speak Spanish. Okay, this is an auxiliary verb used here for expressing an ability of his speech. I think John can speak Spanish. Okay, you're gonna speak Spanish very well. Why do you keep silence? Can he? Okay. Can he? Can he? Can he? He can't, in a sense. He reads books daily. I think he reads books daily. Why do you keep silence? Okay, I got to repair. You mean to say no? Okay, in a sense, he reads books daily, doesn't he? Doesn't he? Here, a main verb is always replaced by the verb to do, does, do, and did accordingly. What did I mean to say? I mean to say that if the main verb in the statement is infinitive, and it will be infinitive of verb to do, does, but the same was like that of does, not did, because it was infinitive and it is infinitive. Why it became a verb to do does form? Because the verb I used in the statement was it is a plural verb. Why did I say it is a plural verb? Because the subject of the sentence, the pronoun he is a third person singular. Because the subject of the sentence is singular. Don't forget on the subject verb agreement. If the subject of the sentence is singular, the main verb takes s, es, and is to the verb accordingly. Okay, that's why we add s to the verb. Because the subject of the verb is, because the subject of the sentence is singular. As a result, the auxiliary verb is made with the pronoun he and replaced by the verb to do does. But it becomes negative because the verb is in positive and changed into the negative. He reads books daily. What about if the verb is past simple form? For example, they played piano. Here we go. They played piano. The verb type is a main verb, but it is in the form of past simple form. So it needs to be, what is the past simple form of verb of do? Did. Okay. But it is positive, so it's going to be changed into a negative form. They played piano. Didn't they? Okay. They played piano. Why do you keep silence? Okay, I expect you to play. It's going to be negative. Didn't they? All the question tags here we made are negative because all the statements are positive. That's why if the statement is positive, the question tag will be negative. Okay, let's look up the reverse. We said so far if the statement is positive, the question tag will be negative. Okay, so that's the reverse one which we're going to discuss too. If the statement is negative, the question tag will be positive. That is opposite, like that of the first one. Okay, but don't forget the verb tense and type used in the statement. Dina is not looking for money. I think Dina is not looking for money. Okay, why do you keep silence? Is she looking for money? Is she? Okay. It is a positive because the statement is negative. Is not is. She hasn't got it. Has she? Has she? Has she? It is a positive 2. They should not come back. They shouldn't come back. Should they? Should they? Should they? Should they? It is a positive question tag. David read story books. The verb is singular because the subject of the sentence is singular. We didn't add is to the verb. That's why it is in the past simple tense form or V2. Because if it is in the infinitive form, we're going to simply add s to the verb because the subject of the sentence is singular. The verb in the past simple tense form. How do we understand if the verb is in the past simple form? Because the subject of the sentence is third person singular and it didn't take the suffix s to the end of the verb read. As a result, the tense should have been in the past simple tense form. Okay, so because the verb read is the same as like that of it is infinitive form when forming it is past simple same form because it is an exceptional verb. Read. Because the past simple form of the verb read is the same as like that of it is infinitive form. Read. Put. Cut, like that. Okay, so it is in the past simple tense because we understand that the subject of the sentence is singular, and it is we didn't add this to the verb. It's considered as a past simple tense form, so it's going to be didn't. The old statements are negative, and the old question tags are positive. Okay, come on the exceptions on the question tags. There are exceptions on the question tags. For example, this is a command sentence. A command sentence orders someone to do something. Whenever forming question tag on command sentence, don't forget to use the auxiliary verb will. Open the door, please. When you, it is a negative question tag because the statement is positive. Okay, where is the subject taken from? Okay, it is taken from the subject of the sentence. It is instantly understood. You, because in every command sentence, the second person singular and plural you is instantly understood, and it will be left out when making a command sentence. So it is instantly understood, and we form the subject you on the statement, on the command sentence. That is instantly understood. That is obvious. Okay. It is in essence, you open the door, please. It is obvious and instantly understood when forming a command sentence. As a result, we're going to make you after the question tag. It doesn't mean open the door, please. You open the door, please. This is the same. So if it is instead, you open the door, please. Why don't you? Is in essence, when you. It is a question tag. It is a negative. So the verb type we used here, this is a negative form of will. We never used this kind of verb from the statement, but it is an exceptional. Whenever making a command sentence, we're going to use the auxiliary verb will instead. Okay, another exception. Let us take an example. Okay, shall we? So here I used the verb shall instead of the verb take because the sentence, it is some quite different sentence. It is like that of a command sentence. Like that of the first sentence, where did you take the subject we from? From the object of us. So we, this is a subject, this is an object of we. So the object of the sentence is instantly understood or clear. That's why we formed the subject we after the question tag shall we. Okay, shall we? Okay, that was all we have for today about question tags. Please don't forget to subscribe this channel in order to get the first lesson notification.